Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Katherine Kostereva. She's the founder and CEO of Creatio to discuss the No-Code Playbook. Katherine, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you very much, Jill. Nice to meet you, and thanks for having me.
You got it. And let's start with what no-code is and how it's disrupting the larger tech landscape for both startups and the major tech powerhouses.
Absolutely. Listen, Jill, think about it. We currently have the population of software developers in the world is 25 million people, right? And the demand for software applications is 500 million applications to automate workflows within the enterprises. How could possibly 25 million people build 500,000 applications? And that is exactly what no-code does. No-code gives tools to knowledge workers, and we're talking about 1.7 billion knowledge workers in the world who can use no-code technology, not being software developers like yourself, myself, marketeers, financial professionals, and use those platforms to automate their workflows and to build their own applications to help in their jobs.
So you've created a hands-on guide that empowers teams to deliver these business applications of any complexity by leveraging this no-code approach. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So we actually wrote the book, Jill, because we strongly believe that the new era of no-code is coming. After the cloud era, it's going to be the next era of enterprise software, which is the no-code era, when the knowledge workers, non-professional developers, let me put it this way, will be able to build their applications. So we're just starting this new stage of enterprise software, and the no-code space is just emerging right now. And we realized, as a vendor of the no-code software, we have to deliver a guide, or in our case, this is the book, which is actually available on Amazon, which is a vendor agnostic book that describes the process of building applications for non-tech developers.
Right. And I certainly see how it makes sense when we have such a shortage of the appropriate skilled workers in the developer space. What about cybersecurity, data privacy? If anyone can build these applications, how do you ensure that the enterprise is kept safe?
Yeah. Listen, this is the brilliant question, because that's exactly why we created this book, because there are certain governance requirements within enterprises, and we're not only talking about data privacy and data security, we're talking about all different types of regulations, external regulations, internal regulations, following GDPR compliance, for example. So just think about it. If we're talking about a large enterprise and the business unit leader or an employee builds his or her own app within this large enterprise, we need to make sure that this app is actually following all the compliance requirements, including data security and data protection. Okay, so that is why we built this guide, and we created the book that explains steps by step how to meet those requirements and what should be the process inside the organization actually to deliver those applications after they have been built by no-code creators. We call them no-code creators, people like knowledge workers who can build their own applications.
So what are examples of some types of apps that you can create? Something similar to a sales management system, a scheduling system? What kinds of apps can be created?
Yeah, and actually your examples have been great. It could be any application, starting from a very, very simple application like employee survey. And actually, like a very simple application, it probably will not require all these steps to follow the compliance requirements. While when we're talking about a complex app like loan management, for example, for credit unions, or we're talking about document management or underwriting or verification, these kind of workflows, to automate them, you definitely need to follow multiple different compliance requirements within the organization. And that's exactly what our book describes.
All right, Katherine, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you for having me, Jill.